Hi, this lesson's about one of my favourite things to do when playing lead guitar in a blues style. I also do it in other styles, but definitely it's coolest in the blues. We're going to use what's called dyads, which is when you play two notes at a time. A chord is defined as playing three notes at a time. So a dyad is kind of just below a chord, but it's definitely more full than a single note. You can get some great sounds from dyads. One of my favourites is this one. You might have heard that before. It's very common in blues. It's very classic. All I'm doing is using my middle finger to play the fourth fret of the G string. And I'm using my first finger to play the third fret of the B string. And just sliding up from about the second fret. And I got my fingers, I call that like a pincer pick. You can do it with a plectrum as well. There's a plectrum just here. That works fine. And you could also maybe use another finger or however you want to do it to fret the open E string as well. You're just playing your blues. That's a really cool sound. I sometimes do a little diminished run or maybe not diminished, maybe chromatic or descending, whatever you want to call it, where if I'm up here, I've slid up to that, I'll then move that fourth fret note to the third fret, then down to the second fret. So the note on the second string is remaining the same, that D note stays the same, but then I go. That's a cool sound. So that's a good one to do. On an A chord, when you get to the A chord of a blues, there's one that I love to do, which is the sixth fret of the G string and the fifth fret of the B string. And I go, and then down one fret, do that a lot. It's a very Robert Johnson sound. And I do the same concept a lot in E. Up here now, 13th fret of the G string, 12th fret of the B string, down one fret. Very Robert Johnson. And you could, if you want to make that, it would go from a dyad, I guess, to a triad, which starts to become a chord. It will become an E major chord, really. That's actually an E major chord. If you go G sharp, B, E, so 13, 12, 12, that is actually an E major chord. It's the same as playing E major there. G sharp, B, E, but it's just the top three notes played up one octave. So that becomes that, becomes that. It's actually an E major chord. So those are just a few, there's heaps of them, but that'll just get you started. And I use those a lot. And actually, before I turn the phone camera off and post this, I'll give you a couple more little ones that I really like to do. Basically, at the top of the E minor pentatonic, or any minor pentatonic, let's just say E for now, there's this bit where it goes 3-0, 3-0. So those notes are the same. The shape is the same. And I love to play them both at the same time. And you can do that in any key. If you're in A, so there in A, I was just using the fact that in the A minor pentatonic scale, the pattern 3, 5, 8 happens twice, 3, 5, 8. So I almost play them as if they're one note. So that's good fun. And you can do it all throughout the scale. So all I'm doing is, in that case, using the repetitive 5, 7 and 5, 8 nature of the minor pentatonic scale to use one finger to play two notes at once, but treat the rhythm and the vibe of it as if it was a single note melody. And you get some really useful sounds that I love using a lot when I improvise or write songs for Colourful. Thank you very much.